5 things to know for November 25th. Holiday travel, Trump transition, Middle East, storm Bert, egg prices. People check in for flights ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago in 2023. President Joe Biden is set to pardon 2 Thanksgiving turkeys at the White House today, an interesting tradition that dates back to President John F. Kennedy in 1963. This year's birds, Peach and Blossom, will be spared a foul fate and live out their days at an agricultural center in Minnesota. Here's what else you need to know to get up to speed and on with your day. 1. Holiday travel. This Thanksgiving travel period is expected to be the busiest on record, with more than 31 million passengers in the skies, AAA estimates. The busiest days to fly will be Wednesday, November 27th, and Sunday, December 1st, with more than 3 million passengers expected on each day. The FAA said it might need to slow down air traffic due to air traffic controller staffing shortages, particularly in the Northeast. The weather may also cause more delays as the FAA monitors 2 storms in the U.S. this week. The first is located across the greater upper Midwest area and could bring showers across parts of Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. A second storm in the central U.S. is expected to move into the eastern region by Thanksgiving Day and may even put a damper on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Point 2. Trump transition. Republicans are bracing for how they'll navigate the confirmation process with some of President-elect Donald Trump's most controversial cabinet selections. Picks like Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary and Tulsi Gabbard for Spy Chief present a test for GOP lawmakers in the narrowly controlled Senate. With most of Trump's top picks complete, attention is turning to what impact a planned policy blitz could have inside the U.S. and around the world. Trump's incoming national security advisor said Sunday the president-elect's transition team is working closely with President Joe Biden's outgoing administration on the war in Ukraine and other major national security issues. Trump has vowed to end the war quickly, but there are fears in Ukraine that he'll let Russia keep vast swathes of territory seized during its illegal invasion. Point 3. Middle East. A ceasefire deal between Israel and the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah is very close, a regional source told CNN, even as an uptick in Israeli attacks saw the death toll in Lebanon since September pass a grim milestone. We are moving in this direction, but there are still some issues to address, a spokesperson for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said. Though ceasefire talks are underway, Israeli strikes have escalated in recent days as reports describe heavy fighting near the town of Qayyim, a strategically important location for Hezbollah. More than 3,000 people have been killed and over 13,000 injured since Israel stepped up its campaign against Hezbollah on September 16, according to Lebanese Health Ministry figures. Point 4. Storm Bert. Storm Bert is wreaking havoc across the United Kingdom as floods inundate parts of the country. At least 5 people have died in multiple locations across Britain, authorities said. Dramatic footage that emerged over the weekend showed rivers in Wales, one of the hardest-hit areas, bursting their banks to submerge low-lying streets and vehicles parked outside. Residents are dealing with widespread power outages, and some 300 flights in and out of London's Heathrow Airport were also cancelled over the weekend, with nearly 1,200 flights delayed. The storm is expected to clear from the far northeast early Tuesday, though risks of further downpours and strong winds remain across the south of the UK until Wednesday. Point 5. Egg prices. Egg prices are rising again, but a spike in avian flu and high demand due to holiday cooking are making the problem worse. If you think about your holidays, your baking, your cooking, your entertaining, all of those require extra eggs, said Emily Metz, President and CEO of the American Egg Board. Egg prices at the grocery store were up about 30% in October from the year prior, according to the Consumer Price Index. At the same time, avian flu has been plaguing farmers and egg supplies since January 2022. But cases started to spike again last month in the key egg-producing states of Oregon, Utah, and Washington, resulting in a projected loss of about 60 million eggs, according to a report by the U.S. Department of Agriculture.